So today we have Brad Jameson with Colliner. He's a real estate lawyer. And tell me about your credentials and how long you've been in the business.
Well, let's see. I've been at it for a little over 20 years now, so it's been a long time. And yeah, so basically the last 20 years, I've been helping people buy and sell their houses, and started off as a part of my business, and now it's my entire business. So whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural, basically I do the full gamut, purchase, sales, and all that sort of stuff.
Would you say your main focus is real estate right now?
It's pretty much all I do. Like it's basically my specialty now, which is doing just real estate transactions.
Awesome. Good to hear. Okay, so next question. I'm buying a $400,000 house and I want to use you as a lawyer. Approximately how much would that cost?
So your cost all in, so legal fees, land titles fees would be about $2,500, and I can give you a little breakdown of that, and then plus your title insurance costs. So legal fees on a purchase with a mortgage, you're looking at about $890 plus taxes.
Yeah.
And then you've got the land titles transfer fee, which is 0.3% of your purchase price, another $1,200. Register your mortgage on title, it's $180. And then there's a bunch of incidentals like tax searches and title searches and all those sort of things that also get built into that. So you're looking at just under $2,500. And then title insurance, it really depends on who your lender is. And so your title insurance costs are going to range anywhere from $185 to $314. And the main difference is that some lenders also sell title insurance, so they don't give us the option to shop around for a better rate, and they just deduct their fee rate off of the mortgage amount. So we don't have an option to try and get you a better rate, but that gives you a ballpark of what you're going to be paying.
Awesome. Okay, sounds good. When does a customer contact you in the real estate transaction process?
So we always tell people that, I mean, they are free to contact us whenever they want. So if they have questions, or, often people buying like condos, they'll want us to review the estoppel package and things like that. And we're definitely happy to assist with that. Otherwise, when we get involved in the process is once conditions are removed. So once the conditions are removed, whether it's a purchase or sale, then it's a firm transaction. The realtor will send us the conveyancing instructions, and that sort of triggers us getting involved in contacting the clients and making arrangements for a meeting. On a purchase, the other part of the puzzle is we need the mortgage instructions, right? So, and most of the lenders won't send out mortgage instructions as well until after the conditions are removed. So generally the process is we get the documents from the real estate companies shortly after conditions are removed. The mortgage company is usually a few days or a week after that. Once we have all that paperwork, then we can start doing what we need to do on our end, which is preparing all the documents. And then we get a hold of the clients to set up a meeting and give them the option of coming in and signing in person, or doing it this way, virtually, using Zoom.
Awesome. Okay. So next one, does everyone need a lawyer in a real estate transaction?
Well, I mean, everyone should use a lawyer in a real estate transaction. The question of is it mandatory? If there's a mortgage involved, yes. Right. So if you are selling and have a mortgage on your property, the buyer's lawyer is going to insist that there's a lawyer involved, so that trust conditions can be imposed on the other lawyer to ensure that they're getting clear title. Same thing if you are buying, the bank will insist that you have a mortgage or a lawyer draft the mortgage documents. It is possible, if there's no mortgage involved, and you're familiar with the documents required at ISC, you could navigate your way through it and complete the registration process. The biggest downside to that is that you lose the protections of using a lawyer, which is that we transfer money between each other on various trust conditions, and those trust conditions ensure that if somewhere along the process an error is made, or worst case scenario, a theft occurs, your funds are protected as we're insured. So going about it on your own with your biggest purchase of your life without those protections is a bit of a gamble.
Yeah, that's understandable for sure. I guess if you could just give everyone a vague process, lowdown, I guess, of what they need for you, but they need to bring you, I guess, in a transaction.
So once we have the conveyancing from the real estate office, so we'll focus on a purchase first. So once we have the conveyancing and we get the mortgage instructions, we start drafting all the paperwork. And then as part of that, and prior to your closing, you're obviously gonna have to make an appointment with us to sign all your paperwork. But you're also going to need to contact your insurance company and get house insurance set up, and they will have to send us confirmation that there's insurance because the bank will require that before advancing any mortgage funds. And then there's also going to be the balance of your down payment, right? So if you're putting down 5, 10, 20%, your deposit is likely, $5,000 or something like that. So there's a difference there. And so you'll bring in a bank draft or do a transfer into our trust account of the balance to close, which consists of the remainder of your down payment, any tax adjustment we need to do, legal fees, land titles fees, it's all built into one, and you just send a transfer to us. On the sales side, there's really nothing to do to prep before the meeting. We just wait for the conveyancing from the realtor. And then after that, we draft the transfer documents. You sign your transfer documents, whether it's virtually or in person. And that's all you need to do, other than taking care of the normal things like canceling your insurance and canceling your utilities and all of that. But those are things that we're not involved in.
Understandable. Okay, well, yeah, that seems like a pretty simple process. So that's all the questions I have for you today. So thanks for joining, and I'll drop your email and your number in the comments here so anyone can reach out if they have any questions for you.
Sounds good. Thank you.